Hey guys, so we got a few people that actually came out from the woodwork and joined in on the predictions.
Survivor Series, yep. A show versus the B show.
Yep. And the people that actually did the predictions was JV and Bogey.
You mean they didn't do it? Well, I'm not surprised. I mean, you talk about the B show.
Welcome to TFS Pod, otherwise known as the Few Show Podcast. It's 24/7 Lou, and that's...
It's Ric-Hard, prime member of the A show.
Yes, and that's...
The one-man band. And I'm just a man. That's all.
Yeah, part of the A-Team. Here we are. Yes, folks, welcome to TFS Pod, otherwise known as the Few Show Podcast. And the number one show in YouTube, number one show in your heart, and number one show that can beat SmackDown and Raw and NXT while having its hand tied behind its back and kicking a AEW in the face. Number one show right over here.
We could have both hands tied behind our back and we'd still beat the Few show.
Ooh.
Unlimited drop kicks.
Oh. So yeah, or knees, as we saw earlier today by Murphy.
Oh yeah.
All he did was knees. All he did was knees.
Yep.
Knees in the finisher.
Yep.
But yeah, welcome. Where this is the episode where we will be talking about the Survivor Series, red team versus the blue team, the A show versus the B show, whichever
T-shirt wars.
T-shirt wars. I like that. I like that T-shirt wars. So yeah, we're gonna have a prediction show. Before we start, let's get the scoreboard. Rick-Hard.
All right. So, as you all know, we recently got finished with AEW Full Gear, which put us with a new champion. So, as we all know, we've got the two scoreboards. It's unweighted. I'm clearly in the lead, dominating on that one. Lou, you had 5 points. Actually, you had 4 points. I have 10 points.
Oh, how you take away a point from me? Recount.
No. It's accurate. One man band has 2 points in that scoreboard, and no one else has points in that scoreboard. However, we all don't count that one because it kind of, started after I dominated the first quarter of this year. So we go into the weighted scoreboard where it's a bit more evened out. You've got Lou, you're at 8 points.
Yeah.
I'm at 9 points in the lead. One man band is a close third at 6 points. And then you've got J Few at 2 points, Big Al and Rhino at 1 point, and Bogey's got, hold on, let me calculate this real quick. 0.
0 plus
Bogey.
0 plus 0.
Bogey.
Big old bogey, yeah, like one man band says, yes.
Ah.
Take that.
And you guys are in good news, at least, because you originally were statistically, one-man band at least, was statistically unable to be able to regroup points. But with the new recent announcement that War Games is coming up in early December, the field is once again reopened for anybody to win it.
Yes. Good.
So
we can do it.
Yeah, no, it's definitely, this is make or break. This is make or break for some folks.
Ooh.
Except for Bogey. Bogey has no chance.
Broke.
That point deficit is out of his league, and by not participating in this predictions for Survivor Series, he's just solidifying his place in last place.
Also, too, we want to add that we will be saying our 3 predictions, and 2 more. Who are those 2 names, one-man band?
You mean JF and Bogey?
No. Actually, I was looking for
it's Big Al and Rhino. Yes.
Yeah, I was just joking. Having fun.
The 2 guys you haven't met out of our circle of friends here. I forgot about.
I actually have. Met
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I met them actually at I met Rhino at Fighter Fest in 2019 at Bogey's house.
Ah, okay.
Nice.
And actually, met.
Big Al.
Well, yeah, I met Big Al too. Yeah, that's right. That one, it was myself, Wonder Woman, Ghostbusters Chris, Jay Few, Bogey, Rhino showed up, and it was one other person. Can't remember right offhand. It's been well over a year, so.
All right.
It's fine. It's in the past.
All right, so we have two more players in our picks, on our
pre-COVID
wars.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, 10 years ago. So, well, it feels like
pre-C virus.
Yeah. So we have two more players now with our prediction, which we will be reading them out. Rick-Hard, you'll be reading them out.
Of course, everybody has to come out of the woodwork to try to beat the champ. We know. This is the equivalent of when JBL successfully defended his title against a bunch of people, and then all three of those people came back out to challenge him. Fatal 4-way.
Oh,
the wrestling god. The wrestling god.
Yes. I am a wrestling predictions. Wait for it. God.
My goodness. You know what that means, right? We got to kick off this predictions battle. Here we go. So we can shut him up.
Here we go. All right, let's do it.
All right. Okay, the first match it's going to be a pre-show match. It's going to be Battle Royale for brand fair rights. Now, this one's going to be a tough one, right?
So disclaimer here, because we did. So as you all know, or if you've been listening, which you should have, we post up the matches as they're announced a few days in advance before SmackDown, and then the cutoff time to make your predictions is right before we record after SmackDown. This was the pre-show match for the Battle Royal was announced beforehand, and as of right now, nobody's really known whether they're going to be in it or not. So it's not really certain who's going to be participating in it. But we didn't put that up in the predictions list before. So this is just for funsies and bragging rights, because if anybody could predict a Battle Royal winner out of a pool of just nothing but TBA, like, he deserved to have a bragging right on that one.
So, yeah, no kidding.
So based on that, I'm going to go first.
All right, Lou.
My winner for this will be the one, the only Lars Sullivan, representing whatever brand SmackDown that he's on. Yes, he's on SmackDown.
Yeah, SmackDown.
So I'm going to say SmackDown Lars Sullivan for the win.
Sheesh.
Okay.
It's a wild pick. I know. I just went wild on that one, but yes, that's my pick. Rick-Hard, who do you have?
So, this is a tough one because it could be anybody. However, I'm going to go on a limb here and say that it's going to be the leader of the faction that isn't really getting much of a push right now, but is slowly turning it around. I'm going to say Ali.
So Raw.
Ooh.
Raw, yeah.
Raw superstar Ali.
Man.
One-man band, your move.
Wow. That's a tough one. And you actually said one that I was thinking about, so I don't even want to say it now because I want to be different. God, but so I guess if I have to like go against the grain, I'm pretty sure somebody from the Hurt Business is probably going to be there.
Okay.
So if I had to guess, probably, they'll probably pull something like the Andre the Giant Memorial and bring somebody that's like needing a push of some sort. So maybe if somebody from the Hurt Business, how about like, I don't know. I'm just going to go out there and say Shelton Benjamin if he's even there.
Okay.
Shelton Benjamin.
Raw. Shelton Benjamin.
Considering, look, let's be honest, this isn't really for the points. This is just to be able to say, ha ha ha.
Yeah, I know.
But if Shelton Benjamin wins it, and you picked him, considering Shelton Benjamin's history on WWE,
I know.
That'll be one heck of a thing.
I know. That would be the prediction of a century.
If you call that, I'd be willing to give you an honorary point on the scoreboard.
What?
All right, cool.
On your scoreboard, not on our scoreboard. Get out of here with that.
Yeah, Lou, come on. That's like there's literally he would have to literally call Vince McMahon and be like, "You need to do this."
You need to avenge the 2005 loss of Shawn Michaels.
Oh my god.
Seriously.
Oh.
Yeah,
All right.
I know it's a long shot, but like, what's up?
All right. So there we go. We have 2 Raws and 1 SmackDown.
Yeah, and as mentioned before, Al and Rhino did not make picks on that, so there is no point up for grab for that.
Yeah.
Right.
All right, next match.
Now for the realsies.
This is gonna be hard stuff because this is gonna be a hard one because I want to read it as we go as a list that we've had posted that we have seen on Wikipedia, the way they listed the matches in the order they have them. So here we go. First match of the night. We don't know, maybe not. We think it could be Drew McIntyre, the Raw WWE Champion, versus Roman Reigns, the SmackDown Universal Champion, in a non-title singles match. Champion versus champion. Rick-Hard, who do you have?
So let me go on a limb and say that this will not be the opening match.
Yes.
Yeah, pretty sure.
I'm almost positive this might be the last match on the card.
Yes.
So I'm gonna predict. And I wanted to go into a long-winded story about why I wanted to go with my pick, but I just want to say it very clearly. The last time I picked Roman Reigns over Drew McIntyre to win a match was Royal Rumble 2020. Look how that turned out.
Wow.
McIntyre's my boy. I've been supportive of him the whole time. And I'm going to go on a limb and say McIntyre, who has not gotten a singles win over Roman Reigns before. They have fought 3 times in singles competition. McIntyre has lost twice by pinfall, once by DQ. So McIntyre is going to finally get a win over Roman. I won't go as far as to say Roman loses by pinfall, but it's very possible a DQ happens.
Yeah.
Or some shenanigans happen and Orton attacks him. Who knows?
Yeah.
But McIntyre gets the DQ win. He gets the win somehow, and then something else happens. But we'll get more into that later.
Yeah.
But for now, I'm going to pick McIntyre.
Wait a minute. You're saying that he gets the DQ win?
Yeah, because he gets attacked. That's how DQ works.
So he wins because he was attacked?
Yeah.
Shouldn't it be the other way around?
What? Lou, you've been watching this for how long?
Yeah, remember, the person who gets attacked wins by DQ automatically.
They didn't cause the attack. They just got involved in the attack, so the other guy wins.
Oh my gosh, Lou, this was literally settled in 2006 when Edge was fighting John Cena and then Lita hit Edge with the title to disqualify John Cena.
I don't know. All right, one-man band. Who do you have?
Yeah. So I'm kind of in the same route as Rick-Hard. I look at it from the same microscope as Drew McIntyre just got the title back. You know, this is his second reign, and I think it would really undermine him if he were to take a loss after just getting the belt back. It would really make it look weak. Mm-hmm. Plus, Roman has been the champ now for a little while, and I don't think it would really matter if he lost this. Now, I will say this: I have a feeling that, like what Rick-Hard said, I think Randy Orton's going to get involved in one way, shape, or form.
I said maybe Randy Orton. I actually want to specify what later on, but go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Well, so what I'm actually going to say, I'm actually going to throw a Hail Mary on this. I'm going to say Randy Orton gets involved in some way, shape, or form. Beats up McIntyre like to a pulp. Yeah, McIntyre's going to get the win, but I think that they're going to go for the cash-in. I think Miz is going to cash in, and he's going to get the belt. I'm going to call it. And I'm willing to lose the point if that's the case, that it doesn't happen.
We're doing the bonus. Yes. Yeah. Okay.
All
right. Hold on, not that. You said McIntyre wins this match. Okay.
Yes. I say he wins.
For now, that's the pick.
Yeah.
All right, then. All right.
Lou, you're up.
All right. I do think that you say that McIntyre wins. Well, on this one, I was going to consult my dice.
Oh gosh, not the dice.
The beast.
He was talking about this before the show. Lou,
Yep.
at this point, I might as well be going up against the dice.
I'm going to go with a crazy, wild pick. But no, I'm not. I'm going to pick McIntyre to win. I don't see anything else happening with Roman Reigns right now, even though I've heard things about having Daniel Bryan later on against him, but I don't think that's going to happen now. But, yeah, I think that McIntyre wins, and there we go. And I don't see anything about The Miz cashing in yet.
Okay.
So there we go. That's my pick.
All right. So before I elaborate just a little more, let's just put it out there. Big Al and Rhino disagree with all three of us, and they're saying that Roman Reigns is winning the match. So it's 3-2.
Ooh, 3-2.
That said, I want to posit this theory out there real quick. So the reason this match is so difficult to predict is because neither one can really take the loss, right?
Yeah.
Right.
So you got a lot of people who could potentially get involved. However, here's someone that would be both a surprise and has history with both of these guys.
Oh, I already know.
Brock Lesnar.
I knew it. God, I knew it.
They're in the midst of beating each other up, and then I don't know where Brock Lesnar comes out, and let's say he attacks McIntyre first, because he's a Heyman guy, so they ring the bell for Reigns, and then he attacks Reigns also. And then Miz cashes in on McIntyre.
Wait, are you making that call for your prediction?
We'll get more to that later. That's match 0, Lou. We have a process for this.
Yeah.
For now, I'm just saying McIntyre.
All right, but you would have picked it now if Miz would have cashed in.
We'll get more on that later.
Alrighty.
For now, those are the picks. Those are the picks for who wins between McIntyre and Reigns.
All right. I mean, One Man Band went on the limb and said it already. So here we go. Next match. It's going to be Asuka, the Raw Women's Champion, versus Sasha Banks, the SmackDown Women's Champion. One Man Band. Who do you have?
For this one, honestly, I'm kind of feeling, for whatever reason, I'm feeling Sasha Banks.
Okay.
I'm feeling, because she just came off of a title win. I don't think it would look good on her to take a loss right after a title win, especially with her record, where when she wins the belt, she loses it in the very next pay-per-view, even though it's a non-title match.
Yeah, non-title.
Just it'll still look bad for her to lose right after winning the belt, as opposed to Asuka, who's had it for a while. She's kind of, I wouldn't say bulletproof, but she's pretty close to it. And just, I think Sasha Banks is still going to continue riding the wave of beating Bayley. And I just feel like it's going to be Sasha. I think she's going to take it. I think she's going to win.
All right then. All right, my turn to pick. I'm going to pick on this one. I think Asuka's going to win this one. Asuka's going to win this one, and I expect some shenanigans with Carmella outside the ring to distract Sasha, and then but yet she will pin her. Asuka will pin Sasha Banks. Because she doesn't have.
Yeah, we heard the dice. We heard the dice, Lou.
There were no dice. The dice were sitting.
All right.
Rick-Hard, who do you have?
Okay, so I'm pretty sure either this match or the women's 5-on-5 match is going to be the opener. I'm kind of leading to this match being the opener, and I think they're going to start off the night with Raw getting the win. So I'm going to say Asuka.
Okay.
And I don't think they're going to have shenanigans occur during this match. You gotta keep this. you got to keep this light on the shenanigans early on, otherwise it'll set the tone incorrectly for the rest of the night, I think. So, Asuka wins Sasha fairly cleanly, and then Sasha gets attacked by Carmella. And you can play it off with the whole like, oh, Sasha's still recovering from that attack Carmella did to her, sort of thing.
Okay.
And there you go. Because let's face it, they've had confrontations between the shows, but the build up to this hasn't really been about like show versus show as much as it's been like the roster of each show hates each other so much. So how are they gonna focus on Sunday with all this?
Yeah, that's what we're seeing even with the teams and everything.
Yeah, with the teams especially, but all around it's just been there's personal animosity here, and I don't understand it really.
Okay,
but I'm gonna say Asuka beats Sasha because Vince McMahon doesn't like whiners who walk away after they don't get their way at WrestleMania.
All right then. All right, next match. It's gonna be.
Hold on. Hey, Lou.
Sorry,
Other people have picks. I
forgot.
Big Al and Rhino, if you're listening, just remember that.
Whoa.
Who stood up for you? Who stood up for you when you didn't have a voice? I am the voice of the voiceless here.
Oh, excuse me.
Oh my God.
434 days. Counting.
The real number is 20. 20 days, time's up.
Oh, all right. Big Al is actually in agreement with One Man Band here. He says Sasha Banks is getting the win. And Rhino is in agreement with me and Lou, and he says Asuka gets the win because nobody is ready for Asuka.
Alrighty. Okay.
So it's 3-2 on that one.
3-2. Wow.
Yep.
All right, next match. The New Day, Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods versus the Raw Tag Team Champions versus the Street Profits, Angelo, Dawkins, and Montez Ford, the SmackDown Tag Team Champions. All right, I go first
also
on this one.
New Daylight.
Huh?
Also known as New Daylight.
New Daylight.
Right.
Messed up.
All right, in this one, I'm gonna pick. It's a tough one because I like these two teams. I like how they both work. I like what they do. I like everything they do. So it's like, which is one of those weird things. To me, it's like two faces, fits face versus face, which I always find it kind of weird that they do. Rarely do.
Yeah.
So this is face versus face, and I'm gonna go to New Day. New Day takes a victory on this one. Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods show the new guys how it's really done. So yeah,
damn.
New Day for the win. All right,
Lou, I don't know how to tell you this. All your picks show the A show getting the win.
The A show. What are you talking about? Remember, I told you Raw needs the help.
Oh, okay. That's. Hey, however you wanna play it off. That
I'm telling you, the A show. Raw needs the help. Remember, they just lost Raw Underground. Right. They're suffering.
Right. Okay. All right, Lou. All right.
There.
I don't know if that's you or the dice talking, but.
They're suffering.
So I'm going to go on a limb here and actually say that Street Profits get the win. SmackDown gets a point on the board.
Wait a minute. Now you're picking SmackDown.
Yeah. I'm going to say it, and here's why. Yeah, I know. I was pointing it out because I was like, man, this seems so obvious. Street Profits with the win. Here's why. So for starters, Street Profits are facing off against 2/3 of the New Day. The X factor there is Big E. And I wouldn't be surprised if Big E comes out, with a Raw shirt on, even though he's from SmackDown, and he's next to the New Day in the corner, and then you do the whole he's got a shirt under his shirt type of thing, and he rips it off to show he's a SmackDown guy still, and he chooses T-shirt loyalty over 7 years of friendship, and he cost them the match. So I'm going to say Street Profits. Street Profits get the win.
Oh, my God.
SmackDown gets a point on the board.
All right. One Man Band. Who do you have?
I'm kind of feeling the opposite. I feel like I feel like what they're gonna do is they're gonna actually I'm gonna go with the New Day, and I think the reason why that I think the New Day will win is because they want to show that they could win without Biggie, and I don't think that they wanna. I don't think they want to leave the New Day on bad terms of sorts. Remember, New Day moved a lot of merch, and I don't think that they would want to leave like a tainted image of the New Day. So I think that they leave that whole Big E thing alone. They'll keep him as a single star and, leave the New Day on amicable terms kind of deal and make it Woods and Kingston. And Street Profits, they're up and coming. I mean, seems like they're going to be around for a while, and they look like they're going to be like the guys to take the torch after a while. But I still think the New Day have some time left as the top dogs on the tag team division. So I think the New Day they're gonna win it. They're gonna take this one.
Okay. All right. 2 picks for the New Day.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. You got Big Al, who, oh, thank goodness, got someone on my side. He said Street Profits, and Rhino said New Day. So it's 3-2 again in the split.
All right. Wow.
I still say we're gonna get a New Day triple threat at WrestleMania.
That would be cool, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did it with the Shield at some point. Not at WrestleMania, but they did it with the Shield.
You're right.
So why
That's
not
true.
New Day?
All right, next match. Bobby Lashley, the Raw United States Champion, versus Sami Zayn, the SmackDown's Intercontinental Champion. Champion versus champion, non-title singles match. Ric-Hard, who do you have?
All right, so I think this is actually going to be the match we're all in agreement with. Somebody might have a Hail Mary pick here for the points, but it ain't me. I'm going to say Bobby Lashley is going to destroy Sami Zayn in this match and put another point on the board for Raw. Bobby Lashley's my pick.
Alrighty, Bobby Lashley. And one man band, who do you have?
So, actually, I'm gonna pull a Peyton Manning, Omaha, and I think it's gonna be Fidel Castro. Excuse me, I mean Sami Zayn.
That got me. Ginger Fidel Castro. No, honestly, something tells me that Sami Zayn is going to continue pulling his shenanigans like he did when he won the belt. Didn't him and Bobby Lashley have a feud like... Oh, gosh, don't remind me. That terrible... That's precisely why I think Bobby Lashley is going to squash him.
I don't know. We'll see. I think WWE is a bunch of trolls. You know that.
You're predicting handcuffs, huh?
I don't know about handcuffs. I just think that Sami Zayn is just gonna pull something, and he's just gonna be that weasel like he always is, and finds a way to be the winner. And I just think that he's gonna pull something. I don't know what, but I feel like he's gonna come out of it again and just one up on Bobby Lashley
with a passport or something.
I
don't know. I'm getting FTP vibes here, but
nah, Lord.
But I actually do see your point. I mean, brass knucks, maybe a ref bump here or there. I can see that.
All right.
His reign is basically run off of shenanigans and heel persona stuff. So I'm telling you, I have a feeling he's gonna get it.
All right. Lou.
All right. Now, after hearing that, I have to say one thing. I'm gonna have to change my pick. I like what One Man Band was saying there. I may have to change my pick, but I'm not. Bobby Lashley for the win.
There you go.
Wow.
See that curveball right there?
All I'm hearing there, Lou, was so I was thinking of going for the Hail Mary, but I'm not desperate for the points.
No.
That's all I'm hearing. But all right, Bobby Lashley. So, as I kind of hinted to early.
Actually, hold on. Let me just say for Bobby Lashley beating the jobber champ, Sami Zayn.
jobber champ. That's a road too far for me, man. But okay. Yeah, so the rest of the board is kind of in agreement with, as I kind of alluded to, one-man band's kind of going for that Hail Mary, but it could just win it for him. So we'll see. Bobby Lashley was the pick for both Big Al and Rhino. So it is a 4-1 pick split.
That could be a good point for you if you do win it, one-man band.
It's a really big if. It's hold on. Let me pull it out of the book of Lou here. It's a bold pick.
Yeah.
Hey, he won me a point. He won me a point the other time when the triple threat. So.
Oh, that's right. No wonder he's going for the bold pick. Doritos strikes again.
Don't bet against Zayn.
Literally.
Oh, we might just see the comeback kid. Here we go.
All right.
Time will tell on that one.
Can't wait. Can't wait for that match now. See, this is why this prediction game is fun, because now you made that match much more fun now.
Let's see what happens.
It's thrown in for a loop. Now I'm going to be watching it like, oh my gosh.
Forget the championship. Forget this guy. Forget that guy. I want to see that one. The win. Who cares? We're on SmackDown.
It's what I do.
One-man band. Anyway, here we go. Next match. It's going to be the Women's Survivor Series elimination match. Team Raw, Nia Jax, Shayna Baszler, Lana, Lacey Evans, and Peyton Royce versus Team SmackDown, Bianca Belair, Ruby Riott, Liv Morgan, Bayley, and Natalia. So, in this one, it's going to be one-man band. Who do you have?
Ooh. All right, so I think there's going to be two sure things that are going to happen in this match. Number one, I feel like the Raw side is going to win, specifically because of Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler. Like, I think they're going to continue riding the wave of them being the tag champs. And the second sure thing that I feel is going to happen is Lana's going to go through a table.
Oh, I knew it. I was surprised that wasn't the first short thing you pointed out. But,
yeah,
all right.
Well, I had to throw the suspense in there. But I think the Sins of Miro rear its ugly head once again. And she goes through the table yet again. And I have a feeling that, you know, that it may not only that, she may go through like two tables instead. I'm telling you, like, I feel like they're trying to break this woman. Like, this poor woman is like it's just going through it, man. Like, she has broken more wood than Home Depot at this point. And like, Jesus, man, I feel so bad for her, bro. It's almost like if they're saying, like, we want you out of here. Like, as soon as your contract is done, get out of here. Go to AEW. We don't care.
Nia Jax literally said, like, after breaking Lana through a table, quit! And I'm just like, damn. Like, that is the creative team talking directly to her through these
Pretty
lines.
much.
Wait a minute.
Pretty much. That's how I feel.
Will there be two tables for the two different announcers? Oh, yeah. No.
I'm telling you.
I don't think they're gonna do that. I don't think they're gonna do that. If they do that, that's pretty messed up.
This is WWE we're talking about, so yeah, I can see it happening.
All right, so you have Team Raw winning that one, right?
Yeah, Team Raw.
All right, my pick. All right, now for this one, I found it kind of tough in that I still do think that there will be Lana going through a table. But as a loser, because Team SmackDown will take the victory, I somehow see Bayley shining out of all of this and somehow starting a feud with Bianca Belair on her own team. So I do think that SmackDown will take the victory on this one. So that's my pick. Ric-Hard, who do you have?
All right, so let me paint the picture of how I think this match is going to get booked, right? So here we go. So we're gonna start the match off with Shayna Baszler in the ring, and then you're gonna have the other side. The other side, everybody's gonna be standing there, and you're gonna see. Let me see. Natalia's gonna be in the ring, and then she's gonna tag out, and then whoever gets tagged in is gonna immediately tag out again because nobody wants to get in the ring with Shayna Baszler. Bayley's gonna get in and be like, I'm the captain. Let me take care of this. She's gonna go for a swing at Shayna and get immediately put in the Kojita clutch and tap out. Immediately. That's the kind of booking you're gonna see in this match, and I wouldn't be surprised if we go quickly to a 2-5 scenario with Raw in the lead, only because, or at least a 3-5 scenario. I could see Liv Morgan getting eliminated quickly, and I could see Bayley getting eliminated quickly. And then once Raw's kind of got the lead going, a brawl's going to break out between 3-on-5. And then that's when you're going to start seeing Raw start to kind of disintegrate. So then you're going to see Nia Jax put Lana through a table during the brawl. And then for some reason, like, Shayna Baszler's going to be like, what are you doing? And then they're going to be like, we got this. And then Nia Jax gets eliminated. At which point, if they go with the 3-5 scenario, Nia Jax gets eliminated, and then maybe Ruby Riott gets eliminated. You're left with Natalia and Bianca versus Peyton, Royce, Lacey Evans, Lana, who's knocked out, and then Shayna Baszler still. And at some point, it's going to come down to Natalia remaining as the final survivor, because Bianca Belair will eliminate a couple people. She probably eliminates Peyton Royce or Lacey Evans, and then she also eliminates Shayna Baszler. But someone's going to eliminate her, and then Natalia's gonna overcome whoever's left in the ring, and then Lana gets in there to get the win over Natty to build that up. And the only reason I say that is they purposely swapped out Mandy Rose and Dana Brooke, who, as much as I like them, the booking wasn't in their favor, so that Lacey Evans and Peyton Royce could get the shine in this match. So I don't think they replaced them so they could get buried. So I'm going to say Team Raw wins.
Ooh, okay. And what does Big Al and Rhino have?
So Big Al and Rhino are both in agreement that the A Show is going to get the win, and they say Team Raw. Okay. Just like you and One Man Band, Lou.
Huh?
We're all in agreement. Team Raw, it seems like.
All right. Well, I picked SmackDown, so.
Did you pick SmackDown?
Yeah.
Oh, thank goodness. Those dice are finally doing me favors.
Negative.
But that's my pick.
I told you, Bayley at the end. Anyway, okay, so you have that, and we have...
Bayley at the end?
Yes.
Bayley's stock is on the decline. She just lost the title.
Yeah, but she'll be back.
You know what, Lou? If you're gonna make bold picks with the dice, I can't stop.
Wasn't the dice? Here we go. Next match. Next match is Team Raw: AJ Styles, Keith Lee, Sheamus, Braun Strowman, and Riddle versus Team SmackDown: Kevin Owens, Jey Uso, King Corbin, Seth Rollins, and Daniel Bryan. It's a 5-on-5 Survivor Series elimination match. I believe Ric-Hard, you go first on this one.
So that's weird. It actually shows Otis as the fifth member, but
it is. I made a mistake. It is Otis. I made a mistake. It's not Daniel. It's Otis.
Yeah, I was like, Daniel Bryan's in this? I thought it was Otis.
I made a mistake. Yeah, it is Otis.
Yeah, so needless to say, I think the A Show is going to win this match too. So Team Raw with the win. And it's not too crazy to say it, but we're probably going to get, if we don't get the booking I mentioned before, just superimpose that, Control-V that booking onto this match. Same thing. Seth Rollins gets eliminated quick. At some point, you see Kevin Owens probably implode with Jey Uso. King Corbin's going to get eliminated pretty quickly, and you're probably going to see 3 Raw guys survive out of this. While one of the people that survives is going to be Sheamus. AJ Styles is going to survive this, and maybe I'm a little iffy on it, but maybe Keith Lee.
All right.
Those are my 3 survivor picks, but I think Raw's going to get a pretty solid win here.
All right, well, woman band, who do you have?
So I'm actually leaning a little bit on the other side. I'm actually leaning to the SmackDown side. There's really, for me, there's really no rhyme or reason as to why. But if I had to choose, kind of similar to what Ric-Hard said, the only thing is I feel like Team SmackDown, the ones that would be left, I feel like would be Seth Rollins and maybe Kevin Owens. So I just feel like they're the ones that just have the most experience, I guess, when it comes to this kind of setup.
Really? Wow.
Well, I could be wrong, but I'm looking at it just the way that things would break down. I don't know.
No, it's not even that. Just think about the 2 people you just picked to be the sole survivors. Let's not forget those 2 just had a WrestleMania feud, earlier this year.
True, they did. I know, but I don't know. I just feel like maybe that'll somehow work in its favor. Because
talk about strange bedfellows.
Yeah, because I mean, you also have to put into account Team Raw, Braun Strowman and Keith Lee had a thing happen too. So.
Oh yeah, Team Raw. The whole story going into Team Raw has been how much they hate each other. So
that's the thing. So I think that's going to work that's going to work against them. That's going to be their detriment, because I'm pretty sure that Keith Lee and Braun Strowman are going to throw hands at each other. Get these hands. I just feel like that's gonna go down. Keith Lee and Braun Strowman somehow are gonna implode, and they're gonna and very well in Team SmackDown is very well maybe Kevin Owens and Seth Rollins implode too when they start fighting. So it could be that Otis maybe saves the day.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah.
But
I actually have a theory. On that. So Mandy Rose was taken off the women's Raw team. We'll probably see Mandy Rose turn on Otis on this. Think WrestleMania Daniel Bryan versus Sheamus style, kiss of death kind of thing.
Makes sense. Yeah, but I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go SmackDown.
All right, SmackDown. All right, my pick. Here we go. Ready? Even though I do feel that Team Raw needs the help, Raw as in general, those 3 hours, those 3 long, boring hours of Raw.
Yeah, that you managed to stay awake for, right?
Because I'm working. Because I'm working.
All right. So, go on.
So, yeah, I think Raw, even though Raw needs the help, they don't have Underground. These superstars, everyone's always fighting with each other. Oh, it's a boring, long 3-hour show. But I think, actually, the pick I'm going to go with is Team SmackDown. I think Seth Rollins, after feeling the burn from last year of losing, where he got upset and the whole big feud there happened there for a while there with Kevin Owens, which I was interested you guys mentioned that. I still think Seth Rollins will pull it out and win it for Team SmackDown. So I'm going with Team SmackDown.
That's bold, Lou.
Woman Band just picked SmackDown. How?
Yeah, he did it. He openly said before the show he was doing Hail Mary picks.
Oh. So yeah.
For the win, it will be.
Yeah.
It will
points,
be.
huh?
For the points, Team SmackDown.
Well, hashtag FTP.
And what do our fellas there, Big Al and Rhino have?
So thank goodness that the voices of reason have chimed in with these extra picks here, because they both picked Team Raw. to get the win. So we once again have a 3-2 split. So it should be interesting to see how this turns out. However, picking isn't over because there is, as I mentioned previously, a match 0 that we are throwing points for.
We are?
Well, some of us. So unlike last time, Mr. I want to have it both ways. I don't think this match will exist, but if it does, I'm going to pick this way. The rule is if you predict a cash-in and it doesn't happen, you do lose the point.
Yep.
So we're going with that as the mutual understanding. So Lou, will you predict a cash-in?
No.
No. Okay. All right. So you pick no cash-in. So there is no match 0.
Nope.
All right. Okay. I'm going to be on the team that says there is a cash-in.
Mm-hmm.
For the record, Big Al also predicts a cash-in. Rhino did not. And One Man Band, I believe you're on.
Yes, I am.
He's on hashtag Team Cash-in.
Yes, I am.
Miz cashes in. We're predicting that. And I think we all kind of know what match he's going to cash in on. Reigns versus McIntyre. Roughly around almost to the day, I think, when he won it in 2010.
Yeah, let's see. Miz cash in 2010. Let's see.
I don't know why you guys are stuck on that stuff.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, it would be November 23rd, 2010.
To the day! Almost to the day!
Yeah, I think just on that alone.
It's too good of a story.
Yeah.
It's too good of a story.
He would milk the 10-year anniversary thing to no end. I think, I think
he comes on Raw the next night. He's like, 10 years ago, on this day, I cashed in and won the WWE Championship.
Wait. So the bet is that they're going to cash in and win?
Yes. So the bet is he's going to cash in on a wounded McIntyre.
So if he cashes in but loses, do you still get a point?
We don't get a point, but we don't lose a point.
What the? So I could do that too.
It's fair. No.
Because I could do that too. I could say he's going to cash in, but he's not going to win.
All right, you want to do that?
Because either way, I don't get a point anyway if I'm wrong, and if I'm right, I still get a point.
No.
I still get a point if I'm right.
Lou, if there's no cash-in, you still lose a point.
What? There you go, messing around with the rules.
We all lose a point if there's no cash-in. You might as well jump in.
I'll get a point because if you won't get a point if he cashes in and loses, then I'll get a point if he cashes in and loses.
You really think?
I'm going to bet against you then. So if I can bet against you, I can. But if I'm not betting at all, I'm not in the game. No, I'm betting against you.
Okay, Lou.
Lou. I didn't set up the rule.
You want to bet in that there's going to be a cash in, but it's going to fail?
Yes. I don't lose anything anyway.
Well, the point I'm making is if we all lose a point, it essentially doesn't matter because it's pretty much like evening out if there's no cash in.
But if I'm right and saying there's no cash in, then I get a point. I'm betting against you.
Look, you either predict there's a cash in or not. You already said there's no cash in, so you're not in the rule. You're not in the running for it.
No.
You're not in the running for it. That's it. That's it.
No, you see, you didn't say that before.
All right, what do you think's gonna happen? Just say what you think's gonna happen. We're running around the subject.
He's gonna try to cash in. He's gonna lose.
Guys, real quick. I'm sorry. I said November 23rd. No, it was November 22nd of 2010.
It was to the day. It was to the day.
Yeah, hey, I'm gonna tell you something. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen, Lou.
It is too. Like, what are the chances of the stars aligning in this manner where the Miz has it and has a chance to cash in 10 years to the day? Yeah, it's gonna happen, man. You better
100%.
jump on that point, man.
You better jump on that point, Lou. You in
better
or
jump,
out?
man.
Are you in or out?
And even I have it pulled up right here. November 22nd, 2010 episode of Raw. The Miz
Fine, I'll
successfully
jump in
cashed
on the point.
He
Yeah.
jumps in on the point. He jumps in on losing a point if he's wrong, though.
Yeah, but so do you
Rhino,
guys. But so do you guys.
yeah, everybody loses a point except for Rhino. If there is no cash in the point part.
I mean, listen, November 22nd of 2010. It just so happens tomorrow,
10
November
years.
22nd, on
Yep.
the pay-per-view. I mean, come on, man. Like,
And I'm gonna let you guys in on a really, really, really interesting secret here. I think Daniel Bryan's gonna win the Royal Rumble next year.
Yeah.
You think so?
I'm getting those vibes.
He's
They
getting the push.
might change that. They might change that, but I'm getting those vibes.
He's getting the push.
So if that's the case, you think it's gonna be Miz versus Daniel Bryan?
I'm saying he has a shot at either champion, and they could tell a good story with either or.
True.
The stars are aligning way too well there. That's all.
That's
That is
true. Wow. The Miz cashing in 10 years to the day. That's
10 years to the day. 10 years
It's
to the
gonna
day.
happen.
I'm telling you, it's gonna happen.
I'm telling you right now, it's gonna happen. It's gonna go down. You can't. There's no way you can't do it. Like, there's no way. Like, it would be a missed
No,
opportunity.
look, One Man Band, don't get so certain. My buddy Vince might listen to that and be like, "Oh, I'm gonna show him."
Oh, I'm going to get them now. Thanks.
Yeah.
There's no way. That's gonna be the replay when we go back to this. When Miz cashes in, and for some reason they decide to just have him get squashed.
I'll be like, wow. Okay.
I'm gonna be like, "Wow, Vince! Wow, Vince! This is the dumbest decision I've ever seen."
Yeah.
I really hope that they make the right call on that one.
Listen, it's just it's too good not to do. Like, the stars are aligned perfectly right now for this. Like, if they don't do it, then they really screwed up. Like, you have a chance at having a Miz, an obnoxious Miz, just turn it up to 11 and just be like, I cashed in 10 years to the day again, and I won the title again. And like he would just have him week after week come out and just be insufferable. Just be that guy. I won Money in the Bank 10 years and cashed in 10 years to the day, and I won the title, and I'm the new WWE champion, or Universal champion, or whatever, and just be that guy, man. I would love to see it. He needs one more title run. He needs a title run. Like,
100% agree. 100% agree.
he needs a title. And I'm not saying it for a bad reason. I'm just saying he deserves it. It's time. The guy has paid his dues. He's never been injured.
How many Marine movies does it take, Vince?
Seriously, how many Marine movies, and then not only that, like, how many successful sitcoms, or like successful shows do you need? Like, Miz and Marine.
He went on that water cannon show. He's like, how many people do I got to throw into the water, Vince? Huh?
Yeah.
Huh?
He's got a number one show. Like, he's got 2 daughters.
Ms. and Mrs. 2 daughters. I don't know if he did that. I don't know if he did that to boost his star power or anything.
Well,
I mean, if I was married to Maurice, I'd be getting busy too.
Well, yeah, I mean, of course, I don't blame him. But yeah, man, I mean, it's too good of a story not to tell. It's too good. Like, you're literally getting free real estate there, and yeah, just pull the trigger, man. Just make it happen. And that's probably why they didn't even pull the trigger at Hell in the Cell, because they said, no, wait. It just so happens Survivor Series pulls up 10 years to the day of when he cashed in. Let's wait. And that's probably why they pulled the McIntyre thing. Now it makes sense. And because even though it would have made
more sense with Orton.
Yeah,
it would have made more sense with Orton, but people wanted to see McIntyre versus Reigns.
Exactly. So they're gonna say, hey, screw it. Let's just run with it. Let's have him cash in on McIntyre because we can still bring Randy Orton in. And this is where I say that it's still going to be a triple threat. Eventually, it's going to be a triple threat. That's what I think.
That is some really long-term booking.
Would say
But
the Fiend.
time will tell. Time will tell.
Crazier things have happened.
Lou, I don't know how to tell you this. He's too busy playing Blue's Clues with Alexa Bliss and Rambling Rabbit.
Oh, Lord.
All right, so there we go. Those are our picks for WWE Survivor Series 2020. Crazy picks, wild picks. One of our longest episodes here. But yeah, we're going to, you know what? We might have an episode earlier than our normal time next week. I'm trying to see if we do something earlier than that to see who wins this one, because this is going to be a very interesting predictions battle that we have here. A lot of predictions that you've heard here, and probably Vince heard, and everyone else over there heard. Triple H, everybody heard it over there too. So let's see. May the best team and the best show who will take the bragging rights of the A show will see. I guess. What am I saying?
Yeah.
So I'm going to take another victory lap around after I get this one.
Victory lap, another one. I'm sorry, I took a big victory lap last time around.
Or we can have one-man band still in the race or out of the race. Ooh, it's going to be tough.
I think if one-man band wins, he definitely has that victory lap coming.
I guess we'll find out.
Legs ready.
Yeah.
We will find out.
We'll catch you guys next time here on TFS Pod.